Okay, before we begin this video, I am going to ask you dudes not to go harass this guy, not to go reporting all his, Twitter profiles or websites or anything like. Definitely, please do not go track this guy down whenever he creates a new Twitter profile after getting banned and report that one. Or even worse, please do not go track this guy down in real life and expose his hatred, lies and bigotry to all his friends and family or employers and possibly ruin his life, okay? Don't do that. Also, a couple of messages to John and his supporters. If you're planning on copyright striking this video, it's not going to work. Under fair dealings in section 30 CDPA 1988, I am allowed to make this video and use whatever images I like under the criticism clause. If you try copyright striking me, I will destroy you through the YouTube process, so don't bother trying. Also, if you're thinking about suing me for slander, you will note that throughout the video I will cite all my sources and I will show screenshots of my evidence. A lot of it's coming from your own Twitter, so don't fucking bother, okay? If you do, I have lawyers on retention. I'm willing to fight you and I've got the money to do it. So fucking bring it, okay? Anyway, on with the video itself. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys have the most excellent day today. So I first encountered this dickhead, John Ula, in the comments section of an interview with ITV Wales, where they went and visited the North Welsh furry groups and interviewed those most excellent dudes. And they made actually a rather decent article. But in the comments section on their Twitter, there were all these damn fools dropping comments referencing this John Ula fella. It didn't take much digging into these people's profiles to realise that they were all hardcore TERFs. The type who would attack, transgender people in the street, deny them the care that they need. The really gnarly anti-LGBT dudes out there. Attacking furries has become a pretty common tactic recently for when people want to attack LGBT folks but don't want to get criticised for it. Apparently attacking furries is okay. But anyway, a bit of a tangent there. This John Ula's comments were being posted by all these TERFs, so I went and had a look at his page. So having done a little bit of digging, it seems that this John Ula, he has claimed in separate locations to have either 15 or 25 years experience working as a therapist with inmates. He seems to contradict himself about what his experience is, depending on whether he's claiming on one tweet or another. So, a little bit of a red flag there that he can't seem to keep his story straight. But either way, the basis for all of his tweets and all of his bullshit is that he was working in a paedophile unit and a paedophile told him that they use the furry fandom to access kids. A single paedophile, he only ever quotes one, and he never actually gives the name of this paedophile or any supporting evidence. It's just his word that a paedophile told him this. And that's another big red flag there. The fact that he is unable to verify this. I realise there's probably laws about, outing someone, exposing someone, all that kind of stuff, privacy and stuff. He hasn't actually got any legitimate supporting evidence for his claims. It's literally just his word, a guy in a prison told him. And not only is that a massive red flag about whether it's bullshit or not, but it's a massive straw man argument. Now, a straw man argument is where you invent something completely false, and then you attack that false thing, and then you use your defeating of the false thing to somehow disprove your opponent's argument. And you can understand how that is complete bollocks and is not, a method to debate in any way. It's just it's complete bollocks. But he's got no supporting documentation or, any papers or any actual science or anything to support his argument. It's literally just his word, his opinion, something he's made up. As far as we can tell, there is nothing supporting it other than his opinion. But he's using this to ride straight into the laps of the Republican furry panic that's currently going on. You've all heard the bullshit about, the litter boxes in bathrooms, that Republican senators of all people and school board, parents are spreading this disinformation, this blatant bollocks, and he's just playing right into that. It's like there is an audience for him, there's a gullible group of people, and he's just like, what? I can say whatever I want and this lot will believe it. And he claims this one person he spoke to in a prison somehow proves that all furries are using fursuits to, gain access to children and groom them. It's utter bollocks. And it's clear this dickhead has never actually interacted with actual furries, other than his straw man pie in the sky invented furry. Because if he had, he would know that most fursuiters do not want to interact with kids. Because a lot of kids tend to have grubby hands, that kind of stuff. They can mess up a fursuit pretty damn quick. Or generally they just don't want to interact with kids in general. Maybe they don't like kids. So the idea that they would then be using their fursuit to gain access to kids and groom them is utterly preposterous. And yet, while there may be one or two bad apples in the furry fandom, for sure, it's the same in every group out there. You will not find a group in the world where humans do not have a couple of gnarly people. But him using that as a basis to slander the entire furry fandom, utter bollocks, dude. That is so much horse shit. He's trying to use his one fake prisoner somehow as evidence to say that all the work done by actual qualified professionals in the Fur Science Project is bullshit. He's saying that, they're wrong, even though they're using actual scientific methods, and he's right, even though he's made up some bullshit. It's ridiculous. But the thing is, it's a group of, panicking Republicans who are knee-deep in the Republican furry panic, who are just believing it. They're gullible. They're just falling for it, hook, line, and sinker. And it's not like he's even a reliable source. I mean, okay, I'm going to reference an article from the Daily American referencing in 2016 when he was fired from one of his jobs as a therapist in a prison, I presume, for defrauding the actual paperwork. He was caught faking signatures of patients' agreement to his plans and faking documents, official documents regarding the treatment of patients in this institution. And they caught him, 5 separate people who he claimed to have spoken to, and CCTV and other sources prove that he hadn't. He was caught and fired for this, according to the Daily American. Link is in the description below. But wait, there's more. Not only is he a proven liar, but he is also an attempted rapist, according to the page at Oops Bad Callout. Again, link down below. He was actually fired from a separate job for attempting to rape a colleague. Let that sink in, folks. Apparently, this colleague themselves had been fired for having a relationship with a minor patient, which is pretty gnarly in itself. And he decided he was going to teach her the error of her ways with a stun gun and duct tape and condoms. And he was actually caught attempting to... How grim is that? And he's claiming that furries are the predators when he himself is a predator. Again, receipts are down below. This isn't something I'm making up. I have linked to my sources. And according to the source itself, he has acknowledged this happened in a tweet, which is now, I'm unable to view because, surprise, surprise, his Twitter has been suspended because he's such a gnarly dude. And you'll remember earlier I mentioned that he claims in separate locations either 15 or 25 years experience as a therapist working in the Department of Corrections with prisoners and all that. Well, it turns out his total sum experience doing this job that he claims, this job that he's not actually qualified for, by the way, it was discovered that he wasn't qualified for it, was less than a single year before he got fired. And the Department of Corrections, the US Department of Corrections, have said they will refuse to give a reference for this dude because he's such an appalling person. And yet these people are, treating him like he's a reliable source somehow. All this stuff I've just listed, I've got the receipts below. Go follow the links if you don't believe me. And people are falling for it hook, line and sinker. And you'll often see him posting about his Christian charity. I think it's like Survivor Support or something like that. That he is running somehow legitimizes him. He claims to be helping people identify when they're being abused by institutions, when he is the one abusing the trust of gullible people, and he is the one who has got a track record of being a really gnarly dude, and he's claiming he can help other people spot this. It's like, whoa, what the hell? But it's not like it's even a real charity anyway, because apparently it's a one-man show run just by him from a PO box. It's not even a legitimate charity. It is for reals just a way for him to spread more of his propaganda and bullshit to more people on the internet. And it astounds me that humans in the 21st century are actually falling for this. You know, they're actually falling for a dude who, as I've shown in the links down below, has a track record of being a liar, a fraudster, and possibly even an attempted rapist. And they're like, oh yeah, this guy is clearly more of a trustworthy source than millions of people who are just enjoying themselves in fursuits. Like, what the hell, dudes? So why the hell is he even doing this? Well, it's simple really. He's banking off the Republican furry panic. Pure and simple. He's seen a group of people who are clearly gullible to misinformation, and he's taken advantage of that to spread bullshit and lies about said, group. Because, I don't know, he hates gay people, he hates the LGBT community. Yeah, that's definitely a factor of it. But I think the bigger factor for him is the money. He's doing this to make money. That's pure and simple. He's got this charity, he's taking donations to it. He's getting panicking Republican people to donate to his charity because somehow they think that will help deal with the furry scourge. And he's just taking that money and he's pocketing it. It's a one-man show, his charity. He's not doing anything else with it other than putting it in his fucking pocket. I can't prove any of that without actually looking at the charity bank records, but from the outside looking in, it's clear what he's doing. He's just banking the money off gullible people who are going through the furry panic. And what can be done about it? Well, he had a Twitter account, but it got suspended. So he created a new Twitter account, and that got suspended too. He's running out of things that he can do because it's clear that if he tries to do anything on the internet, we all know furries run the internet. He's really picking a bad platform there. If he tries anything on the internet, he's just going to get destroyed. I am really happy to see that his Twitters keep getting taken down. That's really amused me. So all I can say is to deal with this dude, just keep up the good work, my furry friends. If you see him spreading bullshit, make sure to counter it with facts. If you see him pop up more, homophobic bollocks, make sure to report it to make sure that shit gets taken down, okay? And whenever you see his supporters, make sure to let them know what kind of a gnarly person he really is. Now, on the note of supporters, if you want to support me, I do have a Patreon. You will be seeing the names of my patrons scrolling across the bottom of the screen below. These most excellent dudes make sure I can keep doing what I'm doing and bringing you more videos, mostly of a positive nature and not like this dickhead. Other than that, I have a Discord where you can come and chill with me. Shout out to my moderators, most excellent dudes. Or you can just find me on Twitter. Just hit me up, I'm always up for chat, all that good stuff. But yeah, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Drop a like, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff. Hit the bell icon for notifications of future videos. Other than that, you have a most excellent day, an amazing week, and I will see you guys in the next video, okay? Take care, ta.